After 10 years of this Liberal government and this Liberal minister, Canadians spend more on taxes than on food, clothing and shelter combined. They're taxed when they work. They're taxed to fill up their car, to drive to and from work. When they get home and they want to have a beer to take the edge off all the tax, well, they pay higher Liberal taxes on that too. And we found out late last week that if they turn on their Netflix and stream their favorite program, this Liberal government wants to triple the Netflix tax to charge them even more for that. Mr. Speaker, Canadians are already taxed to death. Why won't they follow our lead and get rid of the Netflix tax so Canadians can stream affordably?
Mr. Speaker, we will take no lesson from these conservatives. You can take my word for that, Mr. Speaker. At every step of the way, when we put measure around affordability, they voted against, Mr. Speaker. They should be ashamed. At a time where Canadians are asking us to act on cost of living, Mr. Speaker, that's what exactly we've done, Mr. Speaker. We're building more affordable houses. We have taken measure on affordability for food prices, Mr. Speaker, and we have suspended the excise fuel tax on gas, Mr. Speaker. On this side of the House, we know when to act for Canadians. We will continue to support Canadians.
Last week, the CRTC announced that it will be tripling the online streaming tax from 5% to 15%. And this tax will now drive up the cost that consumers pay for things like Netflix or Disney+. And just this weekend, Spotify announced that already it will take effect coming in July. They will be increasing their prices. For over 800 years, it has been parliamentary tradition that only Parliament imposes a tax. Only Parliament. Regulators like the CRTC do not have the authority to do that. So will this government speak to the CRTC and make it reverse course?
The Honourable Parliamentary Secretary.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker, and thank you to the member opposite. Let me be very clear. This is not a new tax. This is an imaginary tax, once again brought up in the House. Our government is relentlessly focused on the cost of living for Canadians. That's why we cut taxes for 22 million Canadians. This decision from the CRTC only ensures that existing rules are applied in a way that fosters fair competition. This is about protecting Canada's distinct culture and identity and ensuring the vitality of our cultural sector. Thank you.
The Honourable Member for Lethbridge.
A tax is a tax. You can call it whatever you want, but at the end of the day, Canadians pay more. That's a tax. And this tax will do much more than just cost Canadians. It will actually impact us in terms of our negotiations with regards to CUSMA. The Liberal government has already been accused of escalating this irritant, and they've already been signaled by the U.S. that this will in fact hinder us in terms of getting a deal that the Prime Minister promised to get for us months ago and has failed to deliver. So will this Liberal government cancel this costly tax, protect our trade relationship with the United States, protect Canadian jobs, protect trade, and get it done?
The Honourable Parliamentary Secretary.
Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker, and thank you again for the question. Again, what we are talking about here is imaginary taxes. Once again, the way that Canadians consume content over the last decade has changed entirely. People are streaming content. It's not only with broadcasters, and it's important that our regulatory regime reflect that change. Thank you very much.